In this video, I'm going to give you a comprehensive and thorough list of crystals characterized by their purposes that world-famous spiritual teacher Teal Swan herself recommends, and I'm just going to spoil it for you now. Expect the unexpected. So, these are the categories that we'll be covering today, and in the chakra series, I'm including 2 chakras that you probably never heard about. And if you stick around till the end, I'll be revealing the best crystal, considered Teal's top pick for all people right now. And you won't be able to find that on YouTube, so stay tuned. This information was scavenged from all over the internet. Half of these crystal recommendations you won't be able to find yourself, but I found it for you and I packaged it really nicely into one video to make it super convenient for everyone. And I will link the videos I got this information from down in the description box below. And down there you'll also find a link where you can download a copy of all these lists as well. But for those of you who don't know Teal Swan, or don't know why her crystal recommendations are the bee's knees, basically she is extremely extrasensory, meaning that she can actually see energy fields and see the 4th dimension with her own eyes. So she can actually see crystals' energy fields interacting with human energy and the response they create in the human consciousness and human body. So these crystal recommendations are not going to be your run-of-the-mill crystal recommendations. These aren't based on what is popularly considered the best crystals for different purposes. These aren't based off of intuition either. Teal Swan can actually see what's going on metaphysically. So these crystal recommendations are going to be the most trustworthy and the most accurate crystal recommendations out there. So let's get into it. So the first category we'll be covering today is positivity crystals. So these crystals are based off of what the human energy field actually interacts with and goes into positivity in response to. Something to note with these crystals is that most of them don't protect and they don't clear negative energy. These crystals just exist in and of themselves in a vibration of joy, happiness, and sometimes success and achievement. And through us and training with that energy, we go into positivity. So, first and foremost, and these are in order, first and foremost we have citrine. Second to that, honeycomb calcite. Third, we have blue euclase. She notes that this is pretty hard to find, but wow, what that stone does is absolutely incredible, especially when it comes to learning how to speak positively. If you're in a relationship and you want to increase positive speaking in your relationship, this is the one she would suggest. 4, yellow apatite. 5, bustamine. 6, rose quartz. Then we have yellow jasper. This stone is potentially Teal's top pick for affecting positive thinking. So it affects positive thinking the most. It causes thinking, so our thought-based perception, to go into the direction of positive thoughts. So if any of you struggle with negative thinking, yellow jasper is the one to go for from this list. 8, sunstone. Then we have turquoise, chrysoprase, and desert rose. So desert rose is one of the stones that can clear and protect against negativity. It is a crystal that Teal personally likes to keep around the house because it dispels negative energy like crazy. So in households and communities where if it rains, it pours, desert rose is your best protection for that. And the last one we have is peridot. Okay, and a note on a couple other crystals that are not mentioned here, but tiger's eye tends to be on everyone's best crystals for positivity lists. But Teal says tiger's eye absolutely does nothing for positivity. Instead, it is a fantastic protection stone, but it absolutely should not be on your positivity crystals list. And this doesn't have to do with positivity, but luck. She doesn't have her own category for this, but she does mention that danburite, which is not on the positivity crystals list, but danburite is one of her top picks for the best stones for luck. So you heard it from me. Now we're going to go into protection crystals, a popular category. So if you're looking for protection physically, mentally, and emotionally, these are the crystals to go for. And they all protect, they all go about protection in different ways, which is kind of interesting. But the first one, which is the top pick for what influences humans the very best in terms of protection, is black tourmaline. Next up, we have tiger's eye. So tiger's eye is one of the most powerful protection stones. The way that tiger's eye protects is really interesting. It emits a frequency that exposes things before they happen. So if anyone has any negative intention towards you, those plans and plots will be foiled before they're put into action. Okay, number 3, starlight. 4, black obsidian. 5, jet. Then we have tourmalated quartz, smoky quartz, black onyx, mica. So mica is a deflector stone. She notes that it's a bad one to wear if you're in an argument with someone because it can cause a dynamic of projection and deflection. But just like a mirror, any energies that come towards you will bounce back off towards the person who is sending it. So that's how it protects. Number 10, we have labradorite. Then we have Apache tears. 12, selenite, which is kind of interesting. But the way selenite protects is that it has such a high frequency that it creates a super high frequency barrier that nothing can come near unless it matches that high frequency. It is also a cleansing stone, so it doesn't absorb any energy at all. It's just constantly pushing out this high frequency, almost angelic energy. It's also, so Teal says it's a good one to put around the windows in your house. And the last one we have here is hematite. And I also have some honorable mentions that are not on this list, but Teal in around the place has mentioned them for their good protection capacities, and that is shungite and black kyanite. Black kyanite blocks anything that drains the energy, and it grounds the being and helps cut negative ties. And shungite is a great defensive stone and makes you super grounded. Also in this list, something to consider under protection is crystals to protect you from psychic attacks. So Teal does have a list for this one, and it goes black tourmaline, number 1. Number 2, obsidian. Number 3, pyrite. So pyrite is one of the most protective stones. It acts like a tortoise shell energetically, shielding a person from any intrusion. It also blocks awareness of and experiencing of negative emotional states. Number 4, moldavite. Then we have spirit quartz, fire agate, and chiastolite. So there you have it. Those are your protection crystals. Crystals for personal power. A thing to note here is that your best personal power crystal is going to be the one that resonates most alike to your frequency, most alike to your vibration. So it would be your spirit mineral, your spirit crystal would be your best power stone. But if you don't know what that is, and Teal does have a video explaining spirit minerals, which again is linked in the description box below. But if you don't know what that is for yourself, these are the list of crystals that generally super support power and pack a lot of punch. So number 1 is Vivianite. 2, Heliodor. Then we have Epidote, Lapis Lazuli, Tiger's Eye in the red or gold varietals, Carnelian, Sunstone, Gold, Citrine, Anastase, Bloodstone, and finally red jasper. These are the best stones for personal power. The next category we have is a popular one. These are the best crystals for anxiety and also panic attacks. So we'll go into the anxiety column first. So while all these crystals are great for general anxiety, some are excellent for pulling you out of panic attacks, but these are the ones for general anxiety. So number 1, by far, we have lepidolite. Number 2, aquamarine. Then we have larimar, blue lace agate, sodalite. Number 6, danburite. So this one does incredible things with people's emotional system. And it's also Teal's favorite frequency, or probably one of her favorite frequencies, she says, of clear stone. Number 7, we have kyanite. Then we have blue, green, pink fluorite, or all three. Then chrysoprase, Himalayan rock salt. So this one is the best for preventing anxiety. So preventing anxiety from even happening in the first place. Once it does happen, then lepidolite would be the best one. But to prevent it, Himalayan rock salt, and you can have it around your house. Then we have turquoise and amazonite, and finally rose quartz. Now, the best for panic attacks, there are 3 crystals, and if combined all together, they would make the ultimate panic attack remedy. But they are in order: lepidolite, aquamarine, and sodalite. So these are your best crystals for anxiety and panic attacks. The best crystals for sleep and dreaming. We'll go into the sleep category first. So these crystals will support rest, will support sleeping. They don't really do much for dreaming though. And number 1 on that list is hematite. This tends to put people out like a light. Then we have albite and angelite. I'm sure you weren't really expecting these, except for hematite, but these other ones weren't probably on your mind. Okay, then we have for dreaming, number 1, actually, we have Herkimer diamond. So Teal Swan says that she likes to get into arguments about how great Herkimer diamond is, and that it's the most superior dreaming stone on earth. So Herkimer diamond is number 1. Then we have lodolite, also known as shaman dreamstone or garden quartz. And number 3, coverlite. And 4 and 5 are moonstone and moldavite, but these come with warning. So these are very intense stones. She says not to wear them if you don't want to go into nightmares. Do not use these stones. They are absolutely incredible for enhancing dreams and letting you explore the subconscious mind and the etheric realms, but they're incredibly intense stones. So only sleep with those if you want to enhance a super intense journey. And there are a couple crystals that are good for both sleeping and both dreaming, and they are celestite and lepidolite. Now we have to talk about amethyst for a bit, because Teal notes that amethyst is on a lot of people's lists for best stones for sleeping and dreaming, but it shouldn't be on there. Amethyst is a very, very powerful stone. It is terrible for light sleepers, and it's not the best when it comes to aiding in astral travel or out-of-body stuff. It does have the capacity to open your crown chakra, and it does have the capacity to reduce nightmares and relax you, but it is not going to baby you to sleep at night. So that is why amethyst is not on this list. All right, the best stones for grounding according to Teal Swan. And they are, in order, hematite, smoky quartz, obsidian, red coral, onyx, black tourmaline, ruby, garnet, pyrite, tiger iron, and black opal. Honorable mentions are shungite and black kyanite. These are not on the list, but Teal has mentioned in other places that they hold a grounding frequency, so they're also good for grounding. Now we have energy boosting crystals. So, number 1 on this list, and these crystals boost your energy, but they're also the antidote to depletion. Number 1, we have clear quartz. You can't beat it. It is used to power watches and things for a reason. It is jam-packed with energy, so you can just surround yourself with quartz crystal, Teal says. Then we have carnelian. It is absolutely incredible when it comes to boosting natural energy and libido. It's awesome when it comes to waking up the Kundalini energy, and it's basically like an energy drink in a crystal. Number 3, we have amber. Now this one is crazy good for boosting personal energy and also making you feel like you can just get through anything. And the last one we have is amethyst. So amethyst is actually Teal's top pick for emotional depletion. You know that feeling of when you're just emotionally drained? It is the one that helps you feel like you can break through and not be limited by any depletion caused by emotional factors. So those are the 4 crystals that help boost your energy and combat depletion. Releasing and letting go. So this is a list of the top crystals to assist people to release and let go the very most. It's important to note that a part of releasing and letting go is about transforming things and dropping the emotional baggage that's been holding you back. So these crystals specifically aid in that. And number 1 on that category is dogtooth calcite. Oh my God, it does absolutely amazing things. It causes release of anything that does not serve, carries the energy of development, causes you to learn from the past, promotes imagination, and reduces fear and stress. It also causes you to let go of what you need to let go of. So that is number 1. Okay, number 2, blue lace agate. It is Teal's second favorite. Both of these stones though are top picks, amazing. Then we have amethyst. So amethyst is a master transformer. So it definitely helps you to let go of unbeneficial things that you're holding on to. Then we have rose quartz. So this stone doesn't necessarily help with letting go per se, but because it brings this really loving energy, the frequency of love and oneness, with this energy, it's very difficult to hold on to things like resentment and things like that. Then we have rhodonite, rhodochrosite. So rhodochrosite holds a really nurturing and loving, compassionate energy without preventing a person from seeing harsh realities and having to carry out difficult change. Then we have aquamarine, smoky quartz, ocean jasper. Ocean jasper is a master at the expansive release. So it is a great one for people who seem like they just can't get over something. And it is a master of expansive release. It makes one aware of the why behind them not letting go, so that resolution efforts actually work. It gives rise to productive thoughts and actions, allows one to accept past experiences and move forward, making what happened something that adds to them rather than takes away. So that's number 9, ocean jasper. Then we have bronzite, green apophyllite. So this one's a pretty amazing stone. A lot of ailments we suffer are because of not letting go, so like physical ailments. So this one is great for healing when it comes to releasing and letting go. So any ailment you may be suffering because of not being able to let go, especially in the tissues of your body, green apophyllite is amazing for that. So it's an exceptional stone for healing the body. Then we have 12, kunzite. So that is the last one, and kunzite clears a person of what no longer is benefiting them, especially what is causing them pain. It vibrates with kindness, which helps people to feel safe. There you have it. Problem-solving crystals. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but these crystals assist you and offer a vibration that can help you break through problems and find resolutions. The top one for this is scapolite. It is the top pick. If you have to absolutely only spend time with one of these crystals, choose this one. It causes a person to find solutions for both past and current problems, unblocks a person and assists you to achieve your goal. Causes solid decision making as well. Number 2, we have hypersthene. 3, lodolite, also known as shaman dreamstone or garden quartz. Teal offers a warning for this one though. These stones are incredibly conscious crystals, like oh my god, conscious crystals. So you can't mess with these. They're not very tolerant. They are a sensitive instrument. It gives us strength to confront the unknown and the hidden. It alleviates the fear of change, and it clears things from obscuring other things such as memories and truths from view. Then we have muscovite. Number 5, bronzite. Bronzite enables you to navigate challenging situations. It calms negative energy, alleviates confusion, and brings clarity to situations that must be understood. It gives courage for facing fear, helps to achieve a state of certainty and be strong enough to solve the most difficult problems. After that, we have chiastolite. It distills wisdom from experiences, soothes emotional trauma, offers the energy of perseverance, and it grounds you. Then we have prehnite with epidote inclusions. So prehnite is strong on its own, but when you amplify it with epidote inclusions, it is a very powerful problem-solving stone. After that, we have pitasite. It is a master of breaking through chaos and finding clarity and calm. It also brings a person into their personal power. Then we have unakite, citrine, and finally blue aventurine. This one is really great if you're facing problems relative to transitions in your life that are really difficult to face. Blue aventurine is good for that. And slightly related is the category of rescue stones. So these stones are great for when you're specifically in a crisis. And the best stones for that are rhodonite and danburite. So danburite in particular is incredible for clearing negativity, and when people are in absolutely desperate state, danburite is one of the stones to go for, if not the stones. But rhodonite and danburite are great stones for rescue, for when you're in a crisis, which kind of relates to problem-solving stones, but it's not a category in and of itself. Next, we have menstruation crystals. So these are a list of stones which holds a vibration that supports menstruation, so your period, the very most. And the first one is garnet. Then we have bloodstone, ruby, red jasper. So red jasper is also really good for pain. And then we have red agate, rose quartz, red coral, malachite, moonstone, carnelian, amethyst, and turquoise. So these are stones that support menstruation the very most. Crystals for shadow work and soul retrieval. So this is a huge category, and you'll find that the crystal recommendations for shadow work and soul retrieval kind of overlap, and that's because they're kind of related to each other. Soul retrieval exists underneath the umbrella of shadow work, but let me explain what they are. So shadow work is the process of becoming aware of and integrating your unconscious aspects, allowing you to confront and overcome hidden parts of yourself that hold you back and cause issues in your life. Soul retrieval is more like a specific tool or healing technique. So the healing technique of soul retrieval is about going into your triggers when they're activated and resolving the original trauma the trigger stems from through a process of visualization and emotional experiencing. This has the effect of integrating the piece of your soul that is stuck in the past traumatic event into you and into your consciousness now. Hence the name soul retrieval. So let's get into the list for best crystals for shadow work. So these stones facilitate awareness the very most. They are, number 1, iolite, also known as cordiorite. Then we have labradorite, black and gray moonstone, though black is the very best. 4, lavakite. Then we have seraphinite, that one is amazing. Then we have lodolite, again also known as garden quartz or shaman dreamstone. And then we have hiddenite, gray agate, rutilated quartz, smoky quartz, rhodochrosite. So that one's especially good when you're trying to do shadow work around some emotional trauma or sexual trauma. Then we have kyanite, not black kyanite though, not black. Then we have tiger's eye, and finally apatite. So a note on best crystals for shadow work. Again, Teal disagrees a lot with what most people think the best crystals are. So the classic protection stones like black tourmaline, obsidian, black onyx, black kyanite, they tend to make an appearance on most people's best crystals for shadow work lists, but they are terrible for shadow work. They armor the energy field and make it very difficult for you to access different layers of the self. So you should never use them for shadow work. And when trying to gain insight to yourself, they shouldn't be near you. And let's be real, the main reason they're on people's best shadow work crystals list is because they're black. But they are not recommended for shadow work. Selenite as well tends to be on people's lists for best crystals for shadow work, but selenite is more likely to cleanse an entire pattern than it is to allow you to become aware of it and transmute it yourself. So that is also not a stone that is great for shadow work. Now let's get into soul retrieval. So we have 31 crystals on this list, and Teal does offer a brief description of each of these, but I'm only going to go into the first 5 because otherwise we're going to be here all day. But if you want all the descriptions of these, you can find that in the document I have linked in the description box below. It has a copy of all the lists I've mentioned so far, including the ones I'm going to mention from now on, and it also has all these descriptions as well. So that's just down there. Okay, let's get into it. Number 1, again, is iolite. So this is a master shadow work stone. It enhances introspection. It directs you in the right direction to go with healing work. It is ideal for astral travel or soul retrieval work, and it enhances the visual aspect of memory recall. Number 2, we have lavakite. It allows you to see the past. It is a super enhancer of memory recall. It greatly stimulates inner visions and enhances the mind's eye. It makes things of a more esoteric nature very clear. Number 3, lodolite, also known as shaman dreamstone or garden quartz. It causes you to explore the unknown, especially the unknown aspects of the mind. It gives us strength to confront the unknown and the hidden, and it alleviates the fear of change. It clears things obscuring other things such as memories or truths from view, so it is a master shadow work stone. Number 4, diopside. This is also known as the scar breaker. This stone breaks up scars on the spiritual level, emotional level, mental level, and physical level. It breaks through stubbornness, connects to patterns that apply to previous lives that carry over from ancestral trauma, so that one can become aware of them. It gets rid of energy residue. It imbues all aspects of the energy body with the qualities of the heart chakra. It is a master love stone, and this is one of the stones that are by far the best for trauma work. Number 5, hiddenite. It causes an integration and assimilation of things that are unassimilated and unintegrated, and therefore diminishes triggers. It bridges the planes for easy access, i.e. spiritual planes, mental planes, and physical planes. It helps to release emotions with a strong charge. It reveals the connection between your thoughts and emotions. It greatly assists in physical healing and heals deep psychic wounds. It also causes a switch into a different vibratory point of attraction. Okay, then the rest are, and again, I'm not going to be going into these descriptions, but they are: number 6, prehnite with epidote. 7, impactite. Then we have grey agate, smoky quartz, rhodochrosite, scapolite, hypersthene, ocean jasper, bronzite, green apophyllite, malachite, fluorite, chiastolite, petersite, unakite, dogtooth calcite, amethyst, blue lace agate, cavernsite, amber, blue aventurine, kunzite, aquamarine, labradorite, ammonite, and kyanite. Not black kyanite though. So these are the best crystals for both shadow work and soul retrieval. Now let's get into our chakra series. So remember what I said in the intro, I'm including 2 chakras you probably haven't heard of because they're not that common to hear about. Number 1 is the soul star chakra. So this is one of those chakras. It is the chakra that exists above the crown chakra. I'll give you a small explanation. So the soul star chakra is the gateway between the physical and non-physical self. It would be better named the life purpose chakra. It serves as a personal North Star, guiding individuals towards their life purpose and alignment with their pre-birth intention, thereby representing the alignment of one's physical life with their higher self's purpose for incarnating, enabling individuals to navigate their path with clarity and purpose. When the soul star chakra is out of alignment, you may feel disconnected from your life purpose, your spiritual essence, and your physical existence, leading to feelings of emptiness, purposelessness, and a sense of just going through the motions of daily life. So these minerals strengthen your connection with the non-physical and especially act as a bridge between the physical and the non-physical. They are listed in order with resonating with the soul star chakra the very most. And they are, number 1, phenakite. Then we have scapulite, azeztulite, apophyllite, danburite, indigo kyanite, oakenite, seraphinite, glendonite, and finally lodolite, also known as shaman dreamstone or garden quartz. So that's the soul star chakra for you. Next, we have the crown chakra. So a little bit about the crown chakra. The crown chakra serves as a bridge between the individual and the cosmos, facilitating a spiritual awareness, enlightenment, and higher states of consciousness. It is associated with intuition, wisdom, and unity. This chakra allows individuals to access guidance, insight, and inner knowing. While all chakras can be seen as doorways for source energy to enter the physical, the crown chakra is uniquely the doorway for the consciousness and eternal knowing. When open and aligned, it enables a sense of oneness, connection to the universe, and the ability to see the bigger picture, imbuing us with wisdom. Blockages to the crown chakra often arise from secular thinking, disbelief or distrust in spirituality, source energy, or the eternal self. Number 1 for the crown chakra is amethyst. So amethyst is the very best for stimulating and opening the crown chakra. It opens the crown chakra so objective vision and divine guidance is leading what you do. It activates spiritual awareness and creates unification. Number 2, sugilite. Then we have charoite, purple spinel, purple agate, purple scapulite, purple jade, tanzanite, celestite, labradorite, apophyllite, and danburite. So these last 2, apophyllite and danburite, Teal says that all clear stones actually help open the crown chakra, and she gives the examples of apophyllite and danburite for those stones. But all clear stones work. Now we have the third eye chakra. So these are the crystals that stimulate the third eye chakra the very most. But briefly, the third eye chakra is primarily associated with clairvoyance, intuition, and perception, allowing us to see and understand our inner and outer world. When open, it enables us to transcend our ego and limited self-concept, seeing the world through other people's eyes and understanding perspectives opposite to our own. This unity of perspectives ends polarity and dualistic thinking, even unifying the right and left hemispheres of the brain. It governs our ability to perceive beyond the physical reality, cutting through illusions and limiting thoughts. When this chakra is out of alignment, some things that are most common to experience are confusion, primarily, disassociation, anxiety, depression, paranoia, delusions, black and white thinking, prejudices, cynicism, closed-mindedness, denial, and rigid perspectives. Now, let's get into our list. So Teal says, that the crystal that is the very best for stimulating and opening the third eye chakra is moonstone. So Teal actually cannot get over how amazing that stone is in terms of opening and stimulating the third eye chakra. But don't wear this if you don't want to feel other people's emotions. But moonstone is the best. After that though, we have tanzanite. Then we have opalite. Glass actually as well. Then we have iolite, indigo kyanite, star topaz, danburite, herkimer diamond, which is also amazing for dreaming, opal, blue and purple fluorite, alexandrite, labradorite, of course, moldavite, petalite, azurite, sapphire, and finally sodalite. So sodalite has to make this list, but not all sodalite stones actually help with the third eye chakra, but some help immensely, which is why they're included on this list. But if you're not sure if you can tell which sodalite stones help with the third eye chakra, just go for the other ones on this list. Now we have the throat chakra. So the throat chakra on a spiritual level represents purification, truth, and self-expression. It's the center of seeking and sharing truth and relies on inspiration to function optimally. This chakra governs communication, listening, personal integrity, and personal honor. When the throat chakra is balanced, an individual is able to express themselves authentically, speak their truth, and own their authenticity. They are able to communicate effectively, listen actively, and maintain personal integrity. Emotionally, an imbalance in the throat chakra can manifest in social anxiety, shyness, and feelings of inhibition or desperation. Causes of imbalance include dishonesty, negative thinking, gossiping, and not being heard or acknowledged. To maintain balance, one must speak their authentic truth, listen actively, and communicate with integrity. But these stones also help with stimulating and opening the throat chakra. Number 1 on this list is turquoise, first and foremost. Then we have blue lace agate, danburite, sodalite, blue topaz, aqua aura, apatite, amazonite, celestite, aquamarine. Aquamarine causes one to gain truth, wisdom, and insight. It is a fabulous truth seeker stone. It also calms the nervous system, helps you overcome judgment, and causes self-expression. Number 11, lapis lazuli. Then we have azurite, kyanite, and chrysocolla. Kyanite clears and creates clear and straightforward communication, helping you speak your truth, most especially your vulnerable truth. So these stones are the best for your throat chakra. Moving on, we will talk about our heart chakra next. So the heart chakra creates unity between the physical and spiritual aspects of the being. As the unifying chakra, the heart chakra has the capacity to bring us into integration and wholeness. It maintains the truth that we are connected to all that is, and that we are an integral part of the web that makes up the universe. This understanding fosters a sense of unity, compassion, and empathy for all beings. When the heart chakra is out of alignment, you can experience emotional hurt and feelings of isolation. This imbalance is often caused by hurt or pain experienced in conjunction with love, such as grief, jealousy, or betrayal. To open and align the heart chakra, one must work on releasing emotional hurt and bring down the walls around your heart. The crystals that are best for the heart chakra is green watermelon and pink tourmaline. Then we have green kyanite, chrysoprase, rhodonite, rose quartz, malachite, emerald, and jade. So malachite helps pain by absorbing the pain into itself. It connects the heart and the throat chakra so a person can speak with their heart. But these are the best crystals for your heart chakra. Alright, now we have the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is the center of personal power, identity, and willpower. This chakra governs personal freedom and autonomy, confidence and self-esteem, authenticity, integrity, personal responsibility and reliability, and proactivity and motivation. When the solar plexus chakra is out of alignment, it can manifest as low self-esteem primarily, and anxiety, insecurity and feeling trapped, lack of confidence and authenticity, and controlling or competitive behavior. Relationships with others are often the cause of imbalance in the solar plexus chakra, particularly those where individuals feel unseen, unheard, or controlled. This can lead to a negative self-perception and the feeling of a lack of personal choice. To come into alignment with the chakra, again, focus on living authentically and with integrity. Be honest with yourself and others and make choices that reflect your true self. And also practice self-empowerment by taking risks and making decisions that align with your desires and your needs. The crystals that are the very best for the solar plexus chakra is citrine first and foremost. Now, a note on citrine. This stone works on the solar plexus chakra of a human better than probably any other stone Teal has ever seen work on any chakra. Citrine affects everyone's solar plexus chakra to a crazy degree in an incredibly awesome way. If you really have to pick just one, citrine's the one to go for. It helps with success and also being goal-orientated. After that though, we have honeycomb calcite. Then we have sunstone, amber, golden beryl, yellow tourmaline, yellow topaz, carnelian, hematite, tiger's eye, and finally spirit quartz. So with your solar plexus chakra as well, Teal finds that wearing stones like in jewelry works the very best for getting the benefits of these crystals, particularly if you have a long chain where you can have a solar plexus crystal kind of sit around where your solar plexus chakra is. That would be amazing. Now we have the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is the center of personal passion, power, and creativity. It governs sensation, virility, and sexual and sensual energy. It is responsible for our capacity to experience pleasure, intimacy, and our personal purpose. This chakra is also concerned with relationships and how we interact with others, intimacy, and interdependence. When the sacral chakra is in alignment, we feel truly alive and connected to our desires and passions. However, when it's out of alignment, we feel disconnected, numb, and lack vitality. The sacral chakra is often disrupted by external control, societal conditioning, and internalized shame. When we are forced to conform to others' expectations, we may suppress our natural desires, creativity, and passion, leading to feelings of disconnection and disempowerment. To realign the sacral chakra, it is essential to reclaim our personal power, release shame and guilt, and cultivate healthy relationships that honor our autonomy and interdependence. So, the best crystals for the sacral chakra are carnelian, no surprise there. Basalt, which may be a surprise. Red jasper, spessartine garnet, tangerine quartz, sunstone, pyrite, amber, tiger's eye, orange or coral calcite, orange aventurine, and finally citrine. So these are the best for your sacral chakra. Now for the root chakra. So the root chakra is concerned with meeting our basic needs, feeling safe and grounded, and having a sense of belonging and trust in the world. It's also linked to our sense of courage, instinct, and primal energy. When the root chakra is out of alignment, we feel disconnected, ungrounded, and unsafe, leading to emotional issues such as anxiety, depression, and feelings of scarcity. The root chakra is often disrupted by experiences of trauma, abuse, or neglect, particularly in childhood. To bring the root chakra into alignment, it is essential to address these underlying issues and work on building a sense of trust and safety in the world. This allows us to feel more grounded, secure, and connected to our physical bodies and the world around us. When the root chakra is in alignment, we feel a sense of stability and security, which is essential for forward movement and growth. So these are the crystals that are the best for the root chakra. Tied in first place, we have red jasper and bloodstone. So these are the best for root chakra. Red jasper is also really good for plain and the bloodstream. Number 2, we have rhodonite. Then we have brown aragonite, black tourmaline, turquoise, smoky quartz, petrified wood, fossils, hematite, starlite, garnet, red beryl, ruby, red coral, and agate, especially crazy lace agate, brown agate, and laguna agate. So there you have it for the root chakra. Now let's get into our final chakra. So this is one of the ones that you probably haven't heard of. It is called the Earth Star Chakra. It exists below the root chakra. So let me give you a brief explanation. So the Earth Star Chakra, located below the feet, serves as the foundation for an individual's energy system, anchoring their spiritual, emotional, and physical bodies to the Earth's energy grid. This chakra governs connection to the physical environment, facilitates grounding, and enables energy exchange with the Earth. When in balance, it brings stability, reliability, and a sense of connectedness to life on Earth, allowing individuals to navigate life's challenges with ease and feel rooted in their physical body. However, misalignment can lead to disconnection, fatigue, and various physical and emotional issues. Traumatic experiences, disassociation, resistance to the physical existence, and excessive focus on non-physical realms can all cause the Earth Star Chakra to become misaligned. By addressing these underlying issues and restoring balance to the Earth Star Chakra, individuals can reclaim their sense of connection and grounding, leading to a more embodied and fulfilling life. The list is: number 1, dravite; 2, bronzite. Then we have enstatite, lodestone, picture jasper, starlite, sandstone, heliotite, rhodonite, petrified wood, petalite, Botswana agate, jasper hematite, obsidian, especially mahogany obsidian, andalusite, citrine, amber, smoky quartz, and finally tiger iron. So that's the best for the Earth Star Chakra, and it also brings our chakra series to the end. So now, what is this mystery crystal that Teal says is the best for all people right now? Dun, da-da! It is bumblebee jasper. Let's talk about it. So bumblebee jasper is not actually jasper. It is a volcanic rock, and a very toxic volcanic rock at that, with high levels of both arsenic and sulfur. So you should be careful when handling it, period, especially when handling it in its raw form. And if you're wearing it in jewelry, make sure that the jewelry has a backing so it's not directly touching you. But one of the benefits of this stone is that it has a massive aura, which can affect you up to 6 meters away or 20 feet. So sitting next to it and meditating will do just fine. You'll get the benefits from it. So what does bumblebee jasper do? Well, it is a solar plexus stone. It does positivity like nothing Teal has ever seen before. And it supports your self-esteem like crazy. It combats consistent negativity like you're seeing in the world today, for example, in the news. It gives you optimism, especially optimism about the future. It helps you align with your life purpose because it supports your self-esteem like crazy. So a note on that. self-esteem and life purpose go hand in hand, because when you come down into this time-space reality, you're choosing into a specific identity. And that identity was chosen for a reason in perfect alignment with your life purpose. So the more true to yourself you are, the more in alignment you are with your life purpose. And that is a direct result of having high self-esteem. So it is also extremely good at combating societal pressure and stress. So let's say you're living in a society that's putting a lot of pressure on you, but you want to actually live according to your honest truth and your own identity and be able to stand up to societal pressure and be yourself with a sense of self-esteem instead of self-doubt, then Bumblebee Jasper is the crystal for you. Funnily enough, it actually causes the energy field to buzz with an overall sense of happiness, joy, and well-being, which is very fitting for the name. In all, Bumblebee Jasper is powerful. It promotes positivity, optimism, and self-esteem while protecting against negativity and societal pressure, helping you align with your life purpose. And this is the medicine that all people right now need. So Bumblebee Jasper is the stone. So there you have it. We have come to the end of the video. Observing all people, these are the crystals that Teal sees have the greatest effect per category. And if you want all this information, there is a 65+ page document in the description box below where I include all these lists that we've talked about, a glossary where all the crystals are listed alphabetically because some of these crystals appear in multiple categories. And they also include all the description for the soul retrieval crystals that I didn't have time to mention today. It costs only $1. And you don't need to get it because I mentioned everything important in this video. But if you like crystals and you would appreciate a document that kind of nicely packages all this information, then it's worth the $1 investment. But there you have it. So thanks for coming to the end of this video, guys. Share this video to people who you think would appreciate it, and I'll catch you again in the next video. See you.